You are just telling yourself that you are nobody and you are going nowhere. Because that is the characteristics of a slave. My boss is coming. When you want to deliver yourself, next time somebody is coming, stay there. Let the person meet you there. Explain yourself before you move. Is someone listening to me? They didn't show us in books, so you won't see it in any. I read outside the class to know why they kept us in class. As objects that a subject is placed. I'm not a motivational speaker. Neither am I a consultant. I'm a messenger to this generation. That's why my message is very strange. That's why I'm trying to remove the classroom mentality from you. Because those who established the classroom did not pass through the classroom. You didn't hear me. What did I say now? Classroom is a continuation of slavery. They removed the chain and replaced it with tie. And said, let us stop this slave trade, because when the Industrial Revolution started in the 18th century, 19th century, the Industrial Revolution, it became obnoxious for somebody to come to the office with chain, to come and work in a factory, or to carry file with chain on his neck. Because by the time Industrial Revolution came, tractors took over from cutlass and hoe. Petrol engine car took over from chariots. Is somebody listening to me now? So at that point, it became so embarrassing that somebody, he came from the level 10, step 2, the way they do it. So they now they were doing convention in those days, because power has moved from nation to nation in the days of slavery. From the days of Israel, then Babylon took over, then Assyrian, then Greece, then, Chaldeans, then Roman, then, British, then, British Empire. By the time it was the British reign, British Empire, that was when Industrial Revolution happened. Machine was invented. Imagine somebody they even moved from growing on the land. They even created by 1914, the first airplane flew. Imagine your air hostess is coming to, they remove the chain and remove the where I go to. So they now say, no, we can't continue this way. It became embarrassing. William Wilberforce, one of the senators in the chambers, the red chamber of the British Parliament, was shouting, stop this thing, the shame? They said, have you forgotten even Joseph was a slave? Even Daniel was a slave. They said, we heard you, but not in this dispensation. This is an industrial revolution. It's not right. It doesn't make sense again. Okay, they now, after a law, 2 weeks to his death, they abolished it. But they didn't abolish it without a treaty. All the slave traders came together and they reached a conclusion. And the conclusion was that let us convert it from slave trade to wage slave. Now, they converted the wage slavery from slave trade to wage slave. And yet, it still remained 35 years of rigorous service, of grade levels and steps. So we say level 10, step 2, level 10, step 4. Level 11, so they level you, they step on you. They level you, they step on you. And by the time you have spent 35 prime years of you, they say to you, I know why you are smiling. I challenge you. So I beg of you, mindset reorientation. Let's change that mindset. Be bold to take your life into your hands. Why they made this course, the first one is for you to change the way you think. And I love the way, that is what CBN gave us. We didn't alter the timetable. We are following it as the instruction they gave to us. Let us do our best to ensure that we remove our mind. Because if you don't remove your mind from that, let us give us the certificate. Let us give us the 10 million. No. It's a way not to think. Don't go that route again. The real certificate is outside there. What certifies you is what you're worth after these classes. Don't you notice that there is a lot of certificates now and there is no entitlement in title? Let me take you back into history. To 2012 November, Dangote wanted 2,000 truck drivers. Dangote discovered that all this Agbero that is driving is articulated vehicles, trailers, that most of them are illiterates. So he wanted to wash all of them away, flush them away, and employ graduates. And that Dangote group made applications, and they applied. And the application was very, very alarming. Over 6 million first degree applied. Over 6 million first degree applied. Over about 2-point-something million master's degrees holder. And the most shocking part of it is that over 200,000 PhD holders applied to drive a truck. Dangote was shocked. The one for PhD, he now said, so, I want 2,000 drivers, 200,000 PhD holders apply. 2,000 minus 200,000. You can just employ 2,000 PhD holders to drive truck. Can you imagine? So that's why I'm trying to tell somebody who cares to listen that there is no entitlement in title. There's a lot, if you forgot that one. Who remember 2014? When immigration wanted to enroll people, and people pay 1,000, and they went to 35,000 people in the stadium, 18,000 people in another stadium, about 5 stadia all over the country, and there was stampede. Do you remember? Maybe you have forgotten. Let me remind you the one that is recent. Last year, March. NMPC they just wanted 500 employees, and they sent out their advertisements. Are you aware? Do you know how many people that applied? Who still has the record? 30 million of our children applied. You two, you applied. 30 million. Then that's when I knew there's trouble in this country. 30 million. 30 million of our children applied. That went to school in Cyprus, went to school in UK, went to school in America, went to school in Ghana. 30 million. Are we all going to sit down like this on this time bomb and pretend everything is okay under this critical condition? Are we going to continue like this? No. So mindsets. Reorientation. We need to change our mindset. We need to renew our mind. I want to beg of us, let us change this mindset. There is a gully. People are falling into it. 30 million of our children applied for 500 slots. When Igwe's list is there, Emir's list, Oba's list, Senator's list, Governor's list, the list is already completed. It's already completed. They just advertise for advertisement's sake, for due diligence, whatever. So I want to beg of us, there is need for us to change that mindset and become a job creator. We need to begin to create jobs now. 30 million of our children who had gone to school, who had labored. Some of them, in that 30 million, I'm sure there are some who even have PhD, who have masters. Since that is not what they requested for, I was in the Hilton. And I went to use the toilet. And one guy just greeted me. Good afternoon, sir. And I go, good afternoon. And I was coming back. He greeted me again. Sir, you don't know me? I said, sir, actually, you wouldn't know me, sir. I'm one of the core members that you came to coach at the Kubwa camp. That I even have my master's. And you're washing toilets. Your father's land. He has masters. Are you aware that 90% of our children that go for masters because of joblessness? So the boy has done masters. He applied. Maybe his school starts. He used to apply for that job. So in the spirit of this now, and then now COVID-19 now came and scattered all the jobs. So there is more trouble. So the government has no choice than to give out loan now. But there is more problem if you don't change the mindsets of those who will collect the loan. They will just collect it, and like, don't forget the mathematics. 10 million times 0 is what? It is not who you know that counts. It is who you become by who you know. You know, I want to plead with us. Let us decide, you know, all of us are Nigerians. Is there any Togolese here or Ghanaian here? All of us are Nigerians. As Nigerians, we need to know that there is a reason why we are Nigerians. There's a reason why God brought us to this country. And you cannot change a country you hate. Because I don't understand, when you are supposed to be in charge of corruption and you are already corrupt. You can't change what you don't, what you hate. And I want us to understand that nothing, you know, some of the times some things happen to me that I just feel that, why can't I run out of this country in the 90s when my friends are running away? So why did I wait? I can't be going to America now at 50, 51 now, or go to the UK. That it looks as if to say, all the effort we are making is not even being. But God told me something. He said, no, I sought for a man. One person can change this country. One person. For the past, since January now, even up to now, I just hear people calling me, EGFK, why can't they make you minister for education? Why can't they make you, you know, I see people, you know, when there is a post, they will say, why can't they call you? Why can't they do this? Why can't they do this? But can I tell you something? It's not me. There are better people than me in millions. Am I correct? God is just looking for a man. But you know why? These people heard me speak in seminars. They heard me spoke, you know, I spoke on my Instagram page, the things that I advocate for, and then they just get mad. Why can't they just, you know, make, and they say, it's not so. I'm just a voice to somebody's conscience, and somebody is listening to me here, which I want you to just be a burden bearer along with me, that it is not the natural resources of a country that will change a country, it is the human resources. It's not our natural resources. There's nothing natural in Singapore. The only thing natural in Singapore are the people of Singapore. And Singapore converted sewage water to drinking water. Singapore became 98% literate as a nation. That's the most educated country in the world, above Great Britain, above America. Singapore, that collected their independence after us. So I want somebody to, going to Singapore is too far. Dubai. Where was Dubai 15 years ago? 20 years ago? So I want to beg of us, there is need for us to first ownership. That's the first law of reorientation, ownership. Develop the spirit of ownership and let it replace the spirit of slavery. Who is a slave? Whether my boss make profit or not, let my salary be complete. Who is a slave? Somebody is coming and you run. Stop it from today. Let your boss or whoever is coming meet you there. You know why? Anytime you run for man, you can't be a great man. Any human being that has 2 legs, 2 hands, 1 head like you, and is coming, and you know where you are standing, the person will query you. Stay there. Let him query you, because what you will lose if you run away is more than what you will gain if you stay. What are you doing there? Okay, everybody ran away when you are coming. Only me left is left. Actually, we are just gisting. Now you go back to your office. Thank you very much, sir. Honor. I was pastoring. My GO will be coming like this. All pastors will run. Brrr, I will be the only one. James, what are you doing there? We are 8 pastors here or before you came. Everybody ran when you came. I'm the only one that I was waiting to tell you what we were doing there. We were just gisting. We finished our afternoon prayers. When they fail a mission field, I'm the only pastor is sent to go and correct their error. If they invite him and they cannot go, I'm the only one they can send to represent him and speak because I'm the one who got the code. There's a code. I will show you that code in these 5 days. When you are getting the code, it doesn't matter if your account balance is 0. Just listen to me. By the time I finish telling you the code, you now understand